Okay, fine. So hello everyone, good morning and good evening. So let's start today's session. One second. Okay, fine. So I have loaded the project and I have started the server. It's been connected to successfully to MongoDB. And let me open. It's actually React Social. So Angular Social users. Yeah, we have a user. And let me also open this Insomnia to test the backend API. And okay, let me also open the documentation. So yesterday we discussed about user router, right? So how to register a user we have discussed. Let me open a workspace. um, Workspace is Angular Social. Yes, this one, Angular Social. Okay, fine. So we have discussed how to register a user, how to log in a user, and also how to get the user specific information. So this is done. And now what we do, um, okay, let's follow the documentation. Yeah, so these routings are done, like registration, login, user done. So now let's focus on a profile router. Okay, so you want to get a single profile, uh, and create a profile, update a profile, like that. Okay, so I have open profile router. Let's make the story. I think we already done this, like this thing. I need this copy. So profile router I pasted. So this is get a profile, get a profile path API slash profile dot me API slash profile profiles. One second, I go to here profiles. Okay, fine. Then let's make profiles slash me. Okay, so profiles slash me to get the current logged in person. So whoever login, so they want to see their own profile. So that is this one. Okay, so no fields required, no fields, and it's gonna be get request and private get request, and so private means you have to provide the token. Okay, so let's may add constant. So authenticate is equal to require dollar slash middleware slash authenticate.js, and profile means you need to have a profile table. So let's say constant profile is equal to require dollar slash model slash profile.js. Okay, fine. And yeah, so let's make a router.get slash me. So because up to API slash profiles, we already configure here API slash profile slash, next thing is slash me. Okay, and let's make the request and response. So request and response. Here, let me write a sync. So let's say try catch. You get the error. So error, like any other error handling. Let me grab the error handling first. So this is the error handling. Let's make the profile router. I'll paste it. Okay. So here you have to get your own profile. So how I get my own profile is you need to be authenticated. Let's say authenticate. So once it is authenticated, so in the request.user you get the ID. So based on the ID, I need to get it. So for example, when you see the profile, I'll do one thing. Let me close all other, only profile router and profile model. Okay. So if you want to get the complete profile information, in the profile there is something called user, which contains the ID of a user. Okay. So I have to get the complete profile information based on a user. Okay, so let's say let profile is equal to await capital profile dot find one where what is that you can make here there is a user. Okay, because we are not providing any profile id, we are just only login with a user. So user id matched profile you need. Okay, the person who login that id only. So user user will be how I get user id is from authenticate. If you decode the token you get the user inside a request, right? So request dot user dot id. Okay, so fine, you get the profile of a person. Along with that, no, I don't only need these things. Yeah, you get everything, but along with that I also need the person name and avatar along with this. So you can actually do one thing, dot populate populate from user table. I need like this, populate, I need user table, I need the name field, I also need the uh, avatar. So this name and avatar belongs to user, name and avatar. Okay, so that's what I have done. So profile dot find get profile information along with that in user, because this is connected with user. No, so user I'm fetching name and avatar extra apart from the profile. I also need name and avatar extra. Okay, you get the profile. Okay, so suppose if profile is not exist, you have login but there is no profile with your username. Okay, you know, no profile is created. So what you do, if no profile, if profile is not there, you return uh, a response dot status 400 dot json. You just send a message like an object errors in that message will be no profile found, no profile found. Okay, when it is written statement just come out. Okay, if profile is found I return that. Okay, what I do, return response, no return actually, it was successful, just say respond dot status. For only errors you can make the return. Okay, status 200 dot json, I make an object profile is with profile. Okay, let's say I think I wait for the response. Okay, done. So this is to get the profile of a person. Okay, let me test this out. Okay, get a profile, go to Insomnia. But anyway, we didn't create any profile till now, right? But still, let me test it. Profiles, I create a new request. So get a, okay, get my profile. Okay, the person who log in his profile. Get my profile, get request, create. So path will be the same kind of path here, but extra is API slash profiles slash me. Okay, so actually this is a private request, right? It must be authenticated. If I don't provide, you get no authentication, no token, authentication denied. So let me grab the, let me log in once. So I gets the new token, copy. So you need to provide the token to access that. How to provide token is XAuth token, paste it. Okay, and you just click on send. You get the error, no profile found for the user, because yes, of course, we don't have a profile for this guy. Okay, so that's fine. If profile is created, then we will test it. Are we getting the profile or not? Okay, once the profile is created. Okay, let's keep that. Let's make the next routing. So here was the next one. This is over. Yeah. So create a profile. I want to create a new profile. how to do. Let's make a, so so on front end you will have a page to create your own profile where you have a very bigger form which contains all details. For example, if you want to create a profile, you have to enter company, website, location. You have to enter uh, experience. Separate page will be there, separate option, and social you have to enter. So these many fields you have to enter. Okay, so create a profile. So path will be slash profile. The say up to here. So profiles, and yeah, these many fields required. Copy them. I think let me go to notepad. Copy them. Fields will be these fields. Okay, so it's gonna be the post request, and it will be the private request, because once you have login, then only you can create a profile. Okay, it's a private request. So let's say router dot post in that slash, just normal slash, because after profiles already configured. So comma one function. So you get the request and response. Okay, so let's make the try catch again. So try and catch, you get the error. So let's make the error handling just like any other. Let's copy this. I paste it here. Let's make async. Done. So here, um, what to do? Okay. First of all, it is private. So let me authenticate. Authenticate. Okay. You have to provide a token for that, and you have to get the complete form data. You have to get the form data. So let me grab all this from the form. Okay. So how to make is, let something is equal to request dot body. Okay, from the form you receive all the fields. Okay, these are all the fields like company, website, location, status, skills, and all. Okay, and anything is required here, go to profile. Yeah, of course, everything is required almost. Company, website, location, designation, skills. Oh, these many things are required. So almost everything is required except social. Okay, so these things are required fields. So you must have to check, am I provide the data or not for that. So you can do from validation as well. So let me import something is equal to what content is equal to require express validator. We can provide the validation at the client side, but still we'll do from backend as well. Body and validation results. Okay, so here you can perform a validation. You can make an array. So in that body, you provide a company dot not empty with the message, company is required. Okay, comma. Now website. This is location. This is status. This is skills. This is bio. This is GitHub username, and that's it. YouTube and all not required. Okay, required fields. Okay, and then if there is any validation fails, so let's errors is equal to validation result of request. Then if not errors dot is empty. Okay, so return. Okay, if some validation fails, return response dot status, response dot status of 4 not 1 dot json. So let's make the errors with errors dot array. Okay, so you get the data here. I made a statement. You get the data. And this data, with this data, I have to create a proper profile. So profile means you need to have a user. Okay, let's make this one company GitHub username. Experience I'm not adding now. Let's say this will make we will make the experience ladder. Education also we have a separate routing for filling the education and social object like this. Okay, so how I do is, can I do one thing? So let's profile fields is equal to an empty object. Okay, so I'll just check if company is provided. Okay, if company is there, then profile fields dot company is equal to the company. Okay, no question mark. If company value is provided, company value is provided, I get the company like that. Let's make multiple. If website is there, if location is there, if status is there, bio and GitHub username. Okay, so website, location, bio, GitHub username. Yeah, and one more thing you see skills, right? So skills I have not added, right? So skills actually a array of strings. Okay, so front end what will be there is we don't have a okay skills actually it will be a common separated string. Okay, so what people will enter for skills is they write HTML comma CSS comma JS comma like Angular comma like that. So this comma separated string I have to convert like an array of strings. Okay, so what I do is so if skills are there, so let's say skills is equal to, let's say skills dot to string dot split with comma. Okay, I'm gonna split the each skill with comma, so you get the array dot map. In that each skill I return skill dot trim. Okay, why I have made trim is, see here, some people not just write a comma, they give a space there. Some people they give a space here, some people give space like this. Okay, so I don't want to store the comma, I mean I don't want to store this much space in my array. Okay, so I'm split with comma, so you get this HTML CSS, this JavaScript, this Angular. So let me trim each and every and keep it in the array. That's what this map function, each element trim it. Okay, that is skills. And yeah, these things fine. Next extra we have YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, but those things not direct properties of profile, those are the properties of social. Okay, you need to add to the social properties only. So let's say, so social, let's say profile fields dot social. Social is equal, just take empty object and let me fill in now. So youtube if YouTube is there, then profile fields dot social social dot YouTube is equal to YouTube like this. Okay, and same thing for all. This is for Facebook. Okay, this for Facebook, this for Twitter, this for Instagram, this for LinkedIn. Okay, so let me grab the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Okay, education experience I'm not adding. We have a separate router to do that. Okay, so this field is done. So once it is done, let me what to do. This is for what? Create a profile, right? Okay, fine. So create a profile is save to DB. So let profile is equal to await. you can do like this: new profile with with profile fields. Okay, because I got all the profile fields right with an object, all the data. So everything I just keeping in the here profile. And once it is done, let's say profile is equal to await profile dot save. Okay, save the profile to DB. And once it is saved successful, so response dot status of 200 dot JSON. I make an object profile with the complete profile which is created. I want to get it back. Okay, so I guess this is yeah, this is for a profile creation logic. Let me test this out. You have to provide a lot of fields, company, website, and all. Okay, go here. Let me copy a duplicate this. So create a new profile. Okay, is gonna be what is gonna be post request. So this make only up to profiles because path is just profiles. And yeah, it must be authenticated. I already provided the authentication token because duplicate no got authentication token. In the body you need to provide some data. If I don't provide anything, you get the error. Company required. Why everywhere company required? Oh, made a mistake. It is website required. So it is location. It is status, skills. This is bio, GitHub username. Okay, fine. So let's make these things now. So let's say company. So my company just take UI Brains technologies, comma website, and make sure you provide the same kind of data. Okay, I hope you know about website www.uibrains.com because I have login, right? Login with my credentials. Yeah. Okay, comma location Hyderabad and status senior developer. Skills. Yeah, skills you must not provide array. You just provide like HTML, comma CSS, comma Angular, comma React JS, like that. Okay. Next, biography. Biography means what you do. Okay. Okay. So develop projects or applications on React and Angular, comma GitHub username, exactly the same name, GitHub username. I think its profile are the same, na? GitHub capital username. Okay, so GitHub username value is the Naveen Sagam. Okay, along with that, you have to provide the things like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. Okay, comma YouTube, YouTube, what you do? YouTube, www.youtube.com/, UI brains something, comma. Oh, you can't duplicate that. Copy that. Yeah, YouTube, www.youtube.com/uibrains, comma. Copy this. Okay, so let's say Twitter. Facebook. This is um, Instagram, LinkedIn. Okay, so here also I'll make this Twitter, some dummy URL. Okay, no comma. Okay, we got it, but one problem will be there. Suppose if I want to update, see, if I enter the same details and I want to update, so what do? You create a new profile? No. Oh, okay. Actually, if you send it all this, um, actually we have to check. No condition we made. No, we just creating a profile. We have to check while creating your already profile is exists or not. If already profile is not exist, then you can create it. Otherwise, it it will keep creating the profiles unnecessarily. We'll check now. We'll fix it. Okay. So this is done. Just click on send it. Error. Failed designation is required. Designation. Oh, okay. It's not status, dude. We have changed it. If we made a designation, it is. So slightly modify the document then. It's not called status. We have modified to designation. Okay. So this is gonna be the designation. Okay. Send it. Status is required. Status is required. Okay. Sorry. I think here, yeah, I was looking for status designation. Okay, let's make this as designation is required. We just changed to status to designation. Okay, click on send it. Profile validation fails. Designation path designation is required. Huh? We have a designation. No. Profile validation failed. Designation path designation is required. Designation we provided. Then here it is designation. Okay, everywhere it is designation too. No status, designation. Actually, we had a profile, it accept designation only, no status. Okay, designation there. I think that's fine. Okay, send it. Yes, it's created. Please check now. See skills. I provide skills with a comma separated, but I got an array of all and with without spaces. See no space around it. Of course, I am not given. Fine. Now company everything has come. Yeah, social object. See, social object YouTube and all has come. Experience education just empty array as it is. Okay, and create update has come just automatic. Fine. What problem will be if I make the same request again? It's create one more profile. Okay, but ID is there. Actually, we made one mistake, man. We missed one thing. We missed one thing. What is that? Is yeah, profile ID has come, but whose profile it is? We need to have a user also, no? There is nothing called user. See, when you see the profile, one second, in the profile we have a user, correct? So I think I have not mentioned the required key. That's why I didn't check for a required nature. It just created. So this all are false data. So now refresh. So you got a profile. So two profiles has come. One problem is it must not create two profiles. Only one profile for one user. So delete and both I delete. Okay. And one thing is the mm, user is not there. So required is true. Okay. So how to provide the user key? I'll make here. Okay. So let's add a user. Add user. How to add user? So profile fields dot user is equal to, let's say, request dot user dot id. Correct. The person who logged in. So we get that now authentication. So that ID will catch in the token. We'll add to the here. So you get the user also done. But one problem is if you already have a profile, then don't create it. Yeah, I write logic that here. Check if profile is exist. Okay, so let profile is equal to, why it's saying there, I guess I made profile again. Okay, okay, so let profile is equal to await capital profile dot find one where user with request dot user dot id. Okay, because we don't have any profile id. Okay, like this. Why it is like completely variable initializer redundant? Only one time, no? It is only once. Oh, it's completely dark color. Mhm. One second, huh? Profile. Okay, let's say profile is equal to what? Await profile dot find one. I provide user will be request dot user dot id. Okay, you get the profile. You get the profile, and if already profile is exist, if already profile is exist, you will just throw the error stating that uh, you can take the array here messages profile already exist. Okay, so we can, it won't let you create again. Okay, returns. So this is most important. Yeah, that's fine. And I also made the user id. That's fine. Let me check now. Same data. In database there is nothing, no table. Let me just click on send. It's create a profile, so please check profile id has come, and along with that, yeah, user information also come. So 2882, who is that? Go to users, see user id 2882. Okay, so it is my profile. So how can it get the my profile id is I provide the token, right? So in the token my profile id is there, because while creating token I stuff the uh, id and name inside the token, no payload, that one. Okay, so when I send again, you have to get the error. Yeah, profile already exists. Yes, super. This is fine. Now when I refresh profiles, only one profile with all social objects and all that, fine. So profile created, skills array has come. Yeah, done. Okay, this is done. Let's make one more. That is for update profile. You want to update the profile. So below this is for update a profile. And one more thing, can I get my profile? So previously I didn't be able to get the profile, right? So when I say get my profile, because I have only login with my own ID. So click on send. Yes, I got my profile back. Previously it was not there, now it is there. I got it back. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, to update a profile, same path, it will be put request. Okay, and also private as per documentation. Update profile is a profiles. It's not status, it is designation as per our database configuration, and remaining all same to same, put to private. Okay, so I think it's exactly same as the creator, but slight changes there. Let me grab the whole setup. I waste of time. Paste it here. You have to check. Yeah, of course you have to provide all the fields for updation and validation errors. Fine. Yeah, check if profile already exists. If the profile is not exists, you can't update. If profile is already exists, then you can update. So I just get the profile. If profile is not exists, you have to say profile is not exist. Okay, if no profile is there, it says profile is not exist. If profile itself is not exist, how can I update it? Correct. And then you get the form data and you make all the fields, and add the user. Okay, and how to update it. How to update is, this is not the way to update. Yeah, let me hmm, okay, you got all the profile, no? You got the profile information, right? So this profile you want to update means, okay, I'll do like, okay, I write like this: await profile dot find by, okay, find one and update, find one and update. Okay, so here, what is the condition you make? Update means you want to update the profile. So who is going to update? You never mention the profile ID here. Okay, only authentication. So only user ID is available for you to update. Authentication means only user ID, no? So only through user ID you have to fetch. Okay, so let's say user request dot user dot id. Okay, so that's one. And also let's say set, so dollar set the profile fields. Okay, comma, one more object, let's say new true. This is called update, and you get the profile is equal to like this, await and all, and this is not required, no save, nothing required. Okay, this is for update profile to db. So profile dot find one and updates with the user id, and keep all the profiles fields and true, and send back the profile with updated profile. Okay, that's, I think that's fine. Okay, so let me check that out. Put request, simply copy this. Let me duplicate this guy, duplicate. So update a profile. So create, let's make this must be a put request, same token. Yeah, I gonna modify UI Brains software. I'll take UI Brains software, click on send, not found. Profiles cannot, for not for not found. How come? Blender mistake, man. For update also I made post. It is put, correct, no? Yeah, so I'm just sending a put request, but put is here. Okay, so click on send. I'm updating. It was, see, get my profile. If I get it, you getting UI Brains Technologies. Now I'm updating to UI Brains software. Click on send. Yeah, it is updated. You got UI Brains software. Okay, now get my profile. Send it. You're getting UI Brains software. Okay, update back to technologies, and let me update the skills. I'll add extra bootstrap. I given space also. Okay, so skills only 4. Let me click on send. Updated. Okay, UI Brains Technologies and bootstrap. Bootstrap added. Okay, if I click on send get profile, see bootstrap added without space and technologies. That's fine. Okay, so update. Can someone please mute it? Ravindra. Okay. Okay, fine. So create update is done. So let's make the next router. So get profile of a user. Okay. Uh, yeah, Ravi Kumar, please mute it. Okay. Okay. So get profile of a user. See, till now we got a profile of my own. Okay. So based on user ID, I want to get the profile of a particular person. Okay. How to get the profile of a particular person is, you want to see the profile of someone else. Okay. So that will be get a profile of a user. But backend you can't really feel it how application goes to be, because you understand how the front end will be, but we have to do the backend first. Okay, so profiles, actually it is profiles slash user id. You have to provide profile slash users slash colon user underscore ID you have to provide. Okay, and there is no fields, just normal get request. So no fields, no fields. This will be get request and private path. Yeah, it's a I guess not private, it's a public. Okay, public. So anybody can access someone else's profile. It means if you want to, if you provide a username, actually all the persons will be listed out. When you click on a particular user, that person profile we can see. Okay, that one. So public. Okay, let's make the router. Router dot get slash users slash colon user underscore ID comma one function. So you get here request and response. Okay. Okay. No authentication required. So public. Yeah. Let's say async and try catch. Get the error. So this normal error handling. Grab that out. Keep it. Yeah. Here get that. So how to get this user ID? So let user ID is equal to request dot params dot user underscore ID. Okay, if it is normal ID, we'll make ID. If it is user ID, you make user ID. Okay, fine. Next, what? Once again, I got a doubt in this. Am I get the name of the person? Yeah, name Naveen. Avatar also has come. Okay, nice. Name and avatar also we made a populate, no? Yeah, extra. And the profile name avatar is not there. I got this from user table. So am I getting or not? Okay, done. Yeah, back here, user ID I got. So you have to get a profile of a user. How I get? Let profile is equal to await profile dot find one provided with user ID. So you have a user ID. So you say user with user ID. Just provide user ID over there. Correct. Particular user ID. Okay. And also along with the profile, I want to get the avatar and name dot populate, just like the previous statement. User. Let's make the name field and also author field. Okay. So if profile is supposed not exist, if you're looking for certain user ID, for that user ID profile is not exist. If no profile, so let's say return response dot status, response dot status 400 bad request dot json. You make errors with message. So profile is not found. Okay, profile not found. Okay, if profile is found, you return that. So respond.status of 200.json. Let's provide the profile here. Profile will be profile. Okay, let's take a wait for it. Okay, done. I guess no profile will come. Okay, we have a user ID now. We'll make our own user ID. Okay, let's make get my profile. I'll duplicate get profile of a user. Okay, create is a get request, but no token to be provided. Let me remove. Yeah. So what's the path? Profiles slash users users slash user ID. What user ID? Um, Let me go to login user or login. You can't get it. Okay, get user information. This is my user ID, right? I have login. This is my user ID, copy. So I provide the user ID here, slash user ID. Someone else is fetching my data, okay? No, nothing is provided, no one is logging. Send it, I got it, okay? Suppose I make something wrong, send it, object failed. Okay, it says that this is not a proper user ID. One second. If I send, you got a profile. If I make something called 4, send it, profile not found. But if I make something like 1, 2, 3, 4, cannot cast object ID. It says that actually this is not a proper object ID. Instead of casting error, I need to get no profile found for any 1, 2, 3, 4 also. Actually, you can fix it somewhere here. If error dot kind, it is like this, something different. Kind is equal to something like kind is not is equal to mongoose dot types mongoose dot schema dot types dot object id. Okay, if that given id is not even an object id also, you get the same error. Okay, like this. So can I check now for 1, 2, 3, 4? I think something wrong. This is not the way. Something I forgot. Error dot kind is not is equal to object id. Yeah? But object id you can't take it. I think directly object id you can't take. Something will be there. Error dot kind is not is equal to 1 second. I got it out here. I think go to React Social uh, router, because that's very important actually. Go to profile router. Something kind we write. Yeah, object ID. Okay, okay. It is like this. Not all this. This object ID. Error dot kind is not equal to object ID. So let's check. Again, you cannot cast some problem again. Error dot kind is equal to object ID. Not is equal to, got it. Equal to error dot kind. So send it. Yeah, profile not found. Okay, nice. So you make this 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not even a profile ID, but still you get not found. Whatever your number you give, not found. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, yeah, okay, that this is fine. Next, let me copy this. Okay, too many routing. I think 9 routings are there. This is done. Next, delete a profile, user, and post. I want to delete the complete account. There'll be one button, delete my account. It will delete everything. Your profile, your user, your post, everything will delete. Okay, you have to log in, register every again. Okay, so that request now, delete a profile, user, and also his post. Okay, so path will be profile slash user id, profile slash user users users actually, user slash user id, same thing. uh, no fields, private, and delete. No fields is a delete request, and it's a private request. Only the person who log in, he himself can delete their profile. Okay, so router dot delete slash users. Can't we make the same setup? Oh, wait. We can't do. Users slash colon user underscore ID. This is request and response, and it is a private request, so you must have to be authenticate. It must be authenticated. Okay, let's take async. Try catch. So let me grab the error handler. I think here you have to provide just user ID, right? So here also you are providing user ID. Okay, so this will get copy and paste it. Okay, so here you have to delete the profile and all. Okay, how to delete? First of all, I want to delete the profile. So let's say let profile is equal to await profile dot find and remove. Okay, find one and remove is there. Yeah, find one and remove. So what I can provide is only one option you have is user. So request dot user dot id. You provide a user ID. That user specific profile will be deleted. Okay. Next. So let user is equal to await user dot remove. I think I have not import the user table. So constant user is equal to require dot slash model slash user table. Okay. Await user dot find one and remove. But user what will be there? Underscore ID, no? User having underscore ID. That will be again request dot user dot ID. You can remove. You can remove. Okay. This way. And you can also do one thing. Yeah, but post we can't delete now because we have not made anything in post. So you can just say to do list delete a post to. Okay, we will delete it later. Okay, I made a comment. Okay, but comment is coming in different color because to do. If we don't try to do, normal comment. To do means just indication for us for developer to focus on and write it again. Okay, that's it. And you can get the respond.status of 200 dot json. mm, and message will be account deleted. Okay, so let's say await. Okay, but if profile is not found, removal you get error, no? Okay, but I have to check that, no? If profile is not found, something like that. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, let profile is equal to await profile dot find one. There user will be request dot user dot id. Okay, okay, if there is no profile, generally you're deleting a profile means one second, I made a mistake, man. Profile slash user id. So user id is provided, particular user is provided. So user id is provided means why can't you get the user id from there? This one. Mm, okay, one second. If no profile, I get this error. Profile not found. Okay, because I'm providing user ID. I have to use the user ID. No. Okay. So let user ID is equal to request dot params dot user underscore ID. Okay, so this user ID you can provide here. Okay, so profile not found. Okay, if profile is found, they can remove. You can remove and check for user also. Check for user. This is check for profile. Check for profile. Yeah, check for user is same like this. Let's user is equal to, don't redeclare, user is equal to await user dot find by id. I'll make the user id just directly user id, user id, user dot find by id. Okay, that's fine. Or else you can do find one and find one provided with underscore id with user id, like that. You can just say find by id particular id, or else find one id you can make. Next, this is removed. Okay, you have to make a logic, no? If not user, if user is not found, what we do? If no user found, you can say user not found. Generally you won't get this error, but safe side. Okay, fine. So yeah, that's fine, account deleted. But for this we have to make some dummy account. For this dummy account is required to delete. Okay, so back here, let's create a fresh request. It's not have a copy of anything. Let's say what, delete a delete an account. Delete an account is going to be the delete request create. So delete request path will be just like any other. This is the path. So profiles slash users slash user id. User id I'll make it, but let me register with a new name. So I want to make a new person to delete. Register with something called test. I'll make name is test. So test at gmail.com. Test capital test 123. Okay, for testing I delete it. So click on send. Registration success. Go check in users. If I refresh, yeah, I got test at gmail.com. Now I log in with what? So test at gmail.com. This will be test 123. So send it. You get the token. Let me grab the token. Copy. Uh, so I have to create a profile also for that guy, right? So create profile. So let's make the token is that guy token. Okay. So whose profile they're creating? So let's say some test technologies, some test.com, some test developer, like different things. They're all common, fine. And click on send. Profile is created test technologies. You can check now. Yeah, profiles. You have test technologies is there, and who is that person is. See, who is that person? Once again, yeah, I'll get my profile. I make a token that newly login person. I click on send. Yeah, his profile has come. Test technologies profile also there. Okay, profile is there, user is there. Now go to delete account. I provide the his I mean the test guy is login. Okay, so test guy how they login? X auth token. So this is the token of the person, newly login person, and user ID. I'll give his ID. How can I get the ID? If I say get my profile in that test technology, user is having ID. Correct? This is the ID of the guy. You can check it now. User, yeah, 16D02. Yes, correct. This one. This is the ID. Copy. For delete account, I'll make user slash user ID, and also I provide a header. So his own. Click on send. Account deleted. Account deleted means user gone, profile gone. Refresh. User gone, profiles gone. Okay, that's it. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, let's take one more. Copy this. Uh, let's make one. Yeah, next path is this is over now. Huh. So update an experience of a profile. Okay, so for experience, you have a separate form. You can add multiple experiences. Okay, you can add experience. So that is this one. One second. Okay, I think you can hear, right? Hello, hello, hello. Hmm. Okay, fine. I think this something default microphone got changed. Yeah. Update an experience of a profile. One more. How many things are there, man? Update an experience of a profile. You want break? Oh, we crossed it. That's fine. That's fine. No break. Because you have to finish up this at least. Update an experience. Update an experience of a profile. Okay. Path API slash profile slash profiles. Okay. Slash experience profiles slash experience and fields. So yeah, these many fields required. Let's take this fields copy. I will paste the fields here. This must be what request? Put request private. So put request. Yeah, let me update an experience in the existing profile because every profile is having uh, where is that? Get my profile. Yeah, see, experience is empty, education is empty. This array has to fill. Okay, so now here router dot put, let's make the path slash experience comma one function. So I say here async, and let's also be authenticate. It must be authenticated because it's a private request. Here request response. So let's say try catch. You get the error. Let me grab the error handler. Object ID and all not required because I'm not providing any object ID here. And let's make only this. This is fine because no object ID in the URL. Okay. Next, mm, experience. But experience also you have to validate a lot of things. Correct. Experience you need to validate title, company, location, from, to. Sometimes not required because if current is true, then if current is true, then to will be nothing. So not required. Yeah, remaining all things required. Okay. So before I proceed, let's take an array body. What is title is required. Dot not empty. Dot with message. So title is required. Okay, comma title, company, location, from, to not mandatory, current, description. Okay, make the same things. Okay, so fine, and get the errors and all that we have to make and from here. The same setup I'll copy errors thing here, paste it. Get the validation errors. Yeah, so get the form data first. So how can I get the form data directly? I'll get let experience is equal to an object. In that I need title, company, location. It is a straightforward object, so I can make it now. So title will be request dot body dot title. Says make multiple. So company location, company location from to current description. Okay, from to current description. So make the company location from to field current description. Okay, I got experience objects. So what you're supposed to do is see here. Experience is an empty array. In that I need to add a new object inside. So you want to do that, first get the complete profile. In that you stuff experience. Okay, first get the profile from the database. In that you add experience inside. Okay, how I get the profile? Get the profile. Okay, so let profile is equal to await profile dot find one, provide with what? You have only one option. You have only one option, authenticate. Okay, no ID has provided, so you can get user ID up there. So request dot user dot ID. Okay, so fine, you got a profile. So in that profile, okay, if no profile found, you can't update, no. You can also do that. If no profile found, you can't update it. Just say return response dot status. If profile found, then only you update na. Status 400 bad request dot json. Profile not found. And also these are all errors I have to display on my front end window. Yeah, I'll make a system to do that. Okay, we will make a complete system to make alert system is separate. Yeah. So profile, no profile, that's fine. If profile is there, I have to update. How I update? I have to get the experience inside. I have to add. So can I do like this? Profile dot experience. So profile dot experience is array. If you can name is experience, but it says array. Okay. So array dot push. If I say push, it adds the end of the array, but I want to see the latest one. Okay, latest is first. So let's say unshift of my experience object. Okay, so profile dot, let's write like this, add experience to profile. Okay, so profile dot experience dot unshift is my experience object added. So once it is added, you have to save back the profile to database. I say profile is equal to await profile dot save. You can save it back to database. Okay, and once save is done, I have to pick up the complete data again. I have to get the profile back. So respond dot status, and for all these routers we have to write ngrx as well. It's a long story. Status 200 dot json. Okay, let's take profile with profile. Okay, what is the updated profile? You make it. Let's take await updated profile with the experience object will come back. Okay, that's it. Now check experience, and that is a private request. Go back here. Not there, dude. Here. See, let me log in with my name. Yeah, the Naveen Sagam at gmail.com. 123. Because I have to get the token. I log in. I got token. Copy the token. Let me get my profile. I'll just provide my own uh, this thing. Send it. I got my profile. Ubrans Technologies. Fine. Now I have to add experience in the profile only. So new request. Let's say update experience to a profile. Okay, is gonna be the put request. Create path. Path is just like any other. Grab this, paste it. Yeah, path actually profiles slash experience profiles slash experience. Okay, and you have to provide the token, right? It is authentication. So x auth token value is I copied. Oh, not that one I copied. Grab the token. Okay, so let's go here. Update experience auth token, paste it. Okay, so you are ready, token ready, form data. If I don't provide anything, what happened? You get the error. Check it out. Yeah, title, company, location, from date to date, everything is required. Okay. Mm, what I do is title. Title I was a junior developer, something. Junior developer. Next company. What was the company I was working? Some dummy information. Okay. Sometimes I give proper information, sometimes dummy. Company, something like HCL Technologies. Uh, Next location. Location was Bangalore. Next from date to date. From date from something I write. Mm, I guess something some number. Okay. 12 hyphen 20 12 comma to date is 08 hyphen 12 hyphen 2014 comma current. Current actually by default it can take something, no? One second, are we given any some default value for current? Current current is a required field. Dude, current actually not required. Default you can take false. Correct, no? Why it is required field? You have to check current also. Not required. Okay, it's not a required field. Default value is false. Okay, if you don't provide current, it will take default value false. Okay, is it a current company or not? Okay, yeah, I guess, but here's some problem. Double quotes. Okay, current false.
Are we capturing two? I don't see two in the right side.
To where?
Right side only we have from. We are passing the rate of two, right? On the right side you don't have the two. That is, we have body for from and body for current. The value is passed.
Uh,
I'm
Line number
asking.
six.
Yeah, two is there. In the right
Hmm.
side we don't have the value, right? Right side, that is the data. In the right side we see the result in preview.
You have to provide. Now, if it is old company, from and to also required, right?
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, if current is true, then two will be empty.
Okay.
Okay, like that. I'll make a front end that way.
Right.
So current will be checkbox will be there. If you check the checkbox, current two will become disabled. So then
Okay.
two value will not be there. It'll take empty.
Got it.
Okay. So fine. Description. So description is something called junior. Okay. Use it to develop web applications. Okay, done. Let me click on send. Current is required. Required. I removed no. Current is type boolean default is false. Or maybe the moment profile got created, that then it is made as a notation, it seems. I'll do one thing. I delete my profile then. Profile table completely I delete. Drop collection. Only one profile, na? Profile drop collection gone. There is no profile. Let's create a profile once. So I think please confirm, is it correct? Current default false. That's fine. Okay. Create a profile is where? Create new profile. Let's make UI Brains Technologies. This is UI Brains. Okay. This is senior developer. Everything is common, but you have to provide the token whose data it is. Okay. I have login. My token. I can create a profile of mine. Okay. You should be very, very careful. Okay. I have login. My profile. Send. Created. Check it out. Refresh. Profile stable. I got my profile back. Experience is empty array. Okay. Let me get my profile. I get this is my username. 1 second. Copy the token. I get my profile. Paste it. Send it. Yeah, I got my profile back, but experience is empty. That's fine. So now let me update the experience. Everything is common. I guess this is correct one. This is correct one. Yeah, this is done. I am not provided the current. It will take default as false. And still is the problem. Current is required. I didn't made no. Current default is boolean. Maybe in the experience I just check current. Oh, okay, okay. I don't need to check the current then, right? Because if current is having default value no required, then why to verify the current? This is coming from here, dude. Okay, no current to check. Okay, no two to check also. Okay, I think that's fine. Click on send. Yes, it's created. So check it out. Experience one object. Current false has come default. Yes, correct. And ID. You got experience ID. Title, company, location from to description. That's fine. One experience. You can create one more experience. Let's say something called senior developer. Senior developer. Something called entity data services. Services Bangalore. Something 14. Something 16. Use to deliver web application. That's fine. And click on send. Okay, so let's check two experiences. One is entity data services, one is HCL technologies. Okay, two things fine. Okay, next let's make a new API back here. So the next one will be delete existing profile. I mean, existing experience you can delete. Actually, you have a like complete dashboard where you have a delete button. You can delete the one experience there. Okay, so that is this one. So delete an experience of a profile. Delete an experience of a profile. So path will be experience slash you have to provide the experience ID. Okay, and no fields to provide. It will be the delete request. It must be private. Only once you log in, you can delete your own experience. Only you can delete. Okay, so let's say router dot delete experience as experience ID. Okay, let's say authenticate. It's a private request and async request response. Okay, so try catch. Let me grab this. Can we do one thing? The same kind of structure, how many times you do? Copy every router. Don't waste time. Paste it. I use the same setup. Okay. Get to portion and I'll modify. Yeah, here get the experience ID. So let's experience ID is equal to request dot params dot exp underscore ID experience ID, and you have to remove that. So remove means yeah, it's a long story. You want to remove that. See here in that XP in the profile only you can remove. Okay, there is no separate table called experience. So you have to get the profile. In that particular object, I have to remove from the array. So from array, you want to remove the particular object means you have to get the index of the objects from the array and delete it. How to get the indexes from ID of the experience object. ID I'm providing through URL. Okay. So let me get the profile first. So get the profile. So let profile is equal to await profile dot find one. So how I get the profile? I'm not providing any profile ID to get it. Anyway, authentication, no, you get the user ID there. So here user is request dot user dot ID. Okay, this authenticate is a weapon. You can access the particular user. Okay, profile I got. If no profile, do we have anything like that? No profile. Okay, let's make that. Why time waste? If no profile, it throws the error. If profile not found, yeah. So in that, I have to remove the experience. Okay, so how can I get that? Okay, so get removable index first from the array. So what I do, let's removable index is equal to, okay, I have to write index slice of index, right? So profile dot experience is an array, experience is an array dot map in that each experience you get each experience in that experience dot underscore id is equal to, sorry, what I'm doing, array dot map experience id. So you get an array of all the experience ids. Okay, so in that dot index of my experience id, what is that experience id? Okay, this way. So what I'm doing in the array, I'm just getting the array of all the ids id all the see, I'm getting an array of this id and this id. So in that index of matching, so index of my matching id, so you get the removable index. Okay, so that id belongs to which index you'll get, and that index I remove. How to remove? So profile dot experience dot splice of removable index comma one. From the index just remove one element, one experience from there. Done. If that is done, let's save it. So profile is equal to await profile dot save. Okay, save it back to database. Done. Then you respond back. So response dot status of 200 dot json .json. I make an object. Profile is profile. I get the back the profile. Let's take await. Okay, done. So this is to delete a particular experience. Let me make it. I create a fresh request, new request, delete an experience. Delete an experience is gonna be the delete request and create. Yeah, here grab the same URL. Okay, and you have to make the token. You have to log in first. So copy that token. Go here header. So x or token, provide the value, and in this no body, just provide experience ID. So see here, if I say get my profile, if I send it, I got two two experiences. This experience ID, entity data, I want to remove. Copy that. Or can we do one thing? Can we create some test experience? Yeah, update experience. I'll make something called test developer, some test services, some dummy number, some 5 6. That's fine. Okay, click on send. It'll create extra one test. Okay, these two are there. Test. I won't delete this one. Okay, so let me get the ID of it. Copy. Delete experience. I have to provide experience ID and delete. To click on send. Not found. Problem is router dot delete experience profile slash experience slash experience ID. Correct only na. Um, 4 not 4 not found. How come? Slash experience ID. Something weird. Experience slash experience ID. Is there delete request? Is there now? I made delete request only. Yeah. Profile slash XP ID. Actually, if I don't provide it, you get the 404. Yes, that path is not there. ID is there now. Get my profile. Test. Copy the ID. Delete. Paste it. Send it. Not found. How come, dude? Uh, router dot delete. Yes. Authenticate is done. Authentication I provided. Anyway, authentication is not showing anything. It said not found. Not found means you are not made a requester. It's there now. Everything is there. If profile not found with user ID, you have to say that. Profile is there. Okay, if I provide some wrong ID, actually not nothing that router itself is not pick up. Router itself is not pick up. It's not going inside only. So some problem. Uh, oh, blunder mistake, man. It is colon. Correct? No, it is colon. 1 second. Okay, so it is colon. So dynamic ID. You get the experience ID. I guess now it's fine. Back here. So this is fine. Click on send. Yes, gone. So you get only two now. Senior data, SCL. So test has gone. Okay. So when I make some dummy, oh, see, if I send a request again, it is removed HCL also. 1 second. Huh? If I send a request again, it remove everything. Biggest bug is there here. Okay. It is removing one by one. What is the problem? Removable index is the problem somewhere. So profile dot experience dot map, you get each experience dot underscore ID. Yeah, every experience have underscore ID. It was not there. 1 second. Uh, Let me add one experience. Yeah. So one experience underscore ID is there, right? But without matching, how it is able to delete index of? Actually, maybe mm, ID, right? I think this line is a problem. Can we take a test file? Okay, I create a test folder. I have to check something went wrong inside. Test inside. I create one JavaScript test.js. Uh, refactor rename test. Yeah. So let's take an array. In the array, let employees is equal to an array. In that an object. First object ID is, let's take underscore ID is equal to AA00001. Okay. And some name, something Rajan. Okay. So like this, copy one more 02 hash. Okay. Comma. This is 03 something John. Okay. I have an array. Okay. So what I am doing is, uh, let removable index is equal to what you do. So employees dot map, in that each employee, so employee dot id, no, underscore id, okay, dot index of I can make the employee ID. Okay, so let's assume this employee ID is coming from server, I mean the client. I want to delete actually Rajan. Okay, so I have to get the index of it. So employee ID is of Rajan, so index of employee ID. Okay, fine. Let me say console log. I have to get the index what 0. So console log of removable index. Check it out. Let me right click on this. Open terminal. So let's say node space test.js. Yeah, 0. Correct only. Then okay, I'll do a okay. I'll make a removal. What I do is remove is how to remove employees dot splice splice of employees dot splice of uh, employee ID removable index comma 1. Okay, let's make the console log of employees. Okay, so before removal also I'll make console log of employees. Okay, so run the program. Node space test.js. Yeah, it was 3 elements Rajan, Mahesh, John. So Rajan gone, it came. If I run the program again, only Rajan gone. Oh, this we can't test, man, because every time if you run the program, it have a same amount of data get refresh, but server not like that. It won't have a reinitialization of data. Maybe problem is employee ID is coming as index -1. Okay, if index -1 also it is removing it. Maybe splice of, I'll do one thing. Can I take this as -1? If suppose index is not found. Okay, -1. Okay, if this index is not found, obviously this index will be -1, right? So run the program. See, it is removed the last element. Rajan, Mahesh is there. Last element, John has gone. So that's what happening here. So we have to check if should not be -1. Okay, so logic will be uh, I can write if removable index is not is equal to -1, removable index is not equal to -1, then only you can make it, or else you keep it as this. If removable index is equal to -1, you say uh, I want something like this. Okay, let me cut this. I'll keep it here. Okay, if it is not equal to -1, then only remove it. Okay, otherwise you send the response as it is. What is the profile? Okay, done. This is the condition actually you have to check. Let me do now. Let me create a profile first. I think I may have profile. One second, get my profile. Yeah, I have one test developer. Let's create one more. Let's say dummy. This is also dummy. Send it. Yeah. Okay. So dummy developer, the test developer is there. I want to delete the dummy developer. Copy. Go delete experience. I'll paste the ID. Send it. So dummy developer gone. Test is there. If I send again, nothing gone. Send again, nothing gone. That's it. Okay. You have to check this condition actually. Okay. Nice. That's fine. You can also make something education. I think two other routes are there. One is update education. Almost time is over. Time up. Okay, education just like experience, man. Only just create experience with the fields and delete experience education. That's it. And post router. Okay, so let's continue this tomorrow. And post router also, I guess we can finish. And immediately we start the client creation. Okay, so that's it. Enough for today's class. Almost 200 to 80 lines. Okay, so that's it. Enough for today. And let's meet tomorrow. Thank you.